The city of Buffalo, New York, has a beautiful, extensive, and famous system of parks. The legendary landscape architect Frederick Law Olmsted, after he designed Central Park in New York City, he had an even bigger vision for Buffalo, a system of multiple city parks connected by tree-lined parkways, thereby integrating the parks into the city. And one of those early parkways was called Humboldt Parkway. And in the first half of the 20th century, a black middle-class neighborhood called Hamlin Park began to emerge around it. It was lovely. And so, of course, as in black neighborhoods and cities across the country, in the 1950s and the 1960s, city planners decided to build a giant highway right through the middle of it. First, they cut down all those grand trees on Humboldt Parkway. Then they dug out the whole parkway to construct an expressway to better connect mostly white suburban drivers to downtown Buffalo. That new expressway cut off that black community in Buffalo. It also poured more pollution into that black neighborhood, which over the decades has had serious health implications for that community. It also cut off black residents stuck on the east side of that highway from the basic necessities of life, like grocery stores. That's why in 2003, something as simple as a grocery store finally opening on Buffalo's east side, that was a big news-making event because residents on the east side had been calling for a grocery store, literally something that basic and simple, for years and years and years before they finally got one. When that grocery store, the Tops Market on Jefferson Avenue, opened in 2003, it became not just the local grocery store, but a community gathering place for the resilient, long-standing East Side black community in Buffalo. And that's why it was targeted. In his racist online rantings, the gunman who killed 10 people and injured 3 more at that Tops Market this weekend, he said he zeroed in on the specific zip code of that store because it had one of the highest shares of black residents in all of New York State. One of the most segregated cities in the country, he picked out the area with the highest concentration of black residents, and then he targeted the place where those residents were most likely to congregate. As NBC's Ben Collins just reported here on our air moments ago, the alleged shooter also mused online about possibly targeting a church in that neighborhood or maybe a school. He decided on the Tops grocery store instead because targeting a grocery store was novel, and he wanted it to have the maximum terrorizing effect. He wanted to make black Americans feel unsafe literally anywhere they might go.